to all guys and girls, I am Mike Scorpio of my Nintendo 64, and joining me for today on our Let's Talk About It is none other than my editor-in-chief, Jack Longman. Jack Longman, come and say hello.
Hi.
Hey! Well, Jack, what is it that we would like to talk about today? I am pretty sure it's about some kind of European game expo, maybe somewhere in Cologne, in Germany. Fill us in.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So,
That's it!
yeah, that
EB Games Australia! No!
No, today we're also going to be talking about Gamescom, because obviously that dominated last week, and it actually did dominate something. You know, a lot of articles came out of Gamescom, and I know it had me working to the bone, just trying to follow it all. And I think I did something around 80 articles within the week. I know, my fingers are like, you don't use us that much time when you're writing your books. Why would you torture us like that this week? and the worst part is, I've probably only covered, it shows you that I've probably only covered about half of what came out of the event. So there really was a lot there.
Well, actually, you would have covered even less, because we centre on Nintendo stuff. I mean, you could think of all the information for PlayStation or Xbox, Bethesda, Electronic Arts. Obviously, you know, they would have all their categories in games that were featured. It wasn't just Nintendo, but we focused purely on Nintendo.
Exactly, we focus purely on Nintendo. Therefore, the rest don't matter.
It doesn't count. It does not.
It doesn't count. Sony, what's Sony? PlayStation 4.
That's is
that a magazine?
That's one of the first stages, you know, denial.
I'm happy with that. But no,
okay.
I covered half of the news that mattered, okay? Let's put it that way. As a Nintendo news site, the only news that matters to us is Nintendo related. Therefore, only half of the news that actually mattered was covered. Anything Sony and the rest related, I'm sorry guys, you just don't appeal to us because we're not that news site. And I've realised, wait, you slagged off everyone from last episode, it seems to me I'm doing it. Yay! Indies, I love you, but if you're a big guy like Sony or Xbox, I hate you.
So let's talk about the more information that came out in Gamescom. So obviously, you know, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild was there. Did Shantae get an appearance, do you know?
I don't think it was this, I don't think Shantae Half Genie Hero was there, but I do know it's going to be at PAX next month. PAX is going to be there. There's Axiom Verge is going to be at PAX next month. You got Rumbo Pocket, which was also at Gamescom.
Well, but because we're talking about Gamescom, we'll stick with Gamescom.
No, yes, okay, Shantae was in there, which sucks, but Shantae's awesome. We even will admit that. Wakeboard are awesome, Matt Bosun's awesome, and Shantae's awesome. But no, they're playable. We had World to the West by Rain Games, which is set in the same world as... No, the name's gone.
Shall I ask Google?
Taserguard, I think it is. Tasergrad. Set in the same universe as Tasergrad by Rain Games. Teslagrad. I'm trying to think of that.
Tasergrad. I just imagine this town full of people with tasers going.
I started thinking of, you know, the guy who edits at Teslas.
For somebody who watches a program called Sanctuary, which has Tesla in it, and the name just goes.
Yeah, I know. So I was trying to think of him and his surname, and it's like, I know it's that, it's the surname Grad, and it's like, no, it's gone. But no, yeah, so A World to the West was there, playable for the 3DS. We also had Severed, which is on the 3DS and the Wii U. We had Pirate Pop Plus, which is being developed by Dadadgo, D-A-D-A-K-O, and being published under the 13am Shipping Solutions names. Yeah, because we actually interviewed him, it was actually really awesome to see the game in action, because we've gone from, you know, not being able to know about the game, and we actually learned, and actually about the game this week, because apparently the game in the US is only going to cost around like $5, and it's going to be a cross-buy. So if you buy it for the Wii U, you can have it for your 3DS as well, and that is actually good. And it's actually going to be on Steam, so it's actually going to be a really good game. But then we saw the DLC for Fast Racing Neo by Shinin Multimedia.
That was good. I when I find a couple of minutes, I'll actually play Fast Racing Neo just to get back into it, because it is really, really fast-paced. And for an independent game as well. And we're going to go back on it again now. Spiritual successor of the F-Zero X and the F-Zero series. It is really, really good game to play, especially when you've got a lot of people that like fast-paced games. Because it gets back to the core graphics, whereas Mario Kart is fun and, you're constantly throwing items at each other and all that, whereas Fast Racing Neo and, the F-Zero X is all about racing. That's it. The only way that somebody can knock you out of first position is because he's in second and he's just overtaken you. Not because a blue shell with wings goes, hello, and then takes you out.
You know what? It's just dawned on me. I think we're going to start waffling on again like we always do, so I'm going to try and professional. I'm going to go focus phase.
DLC. Go back to DLC.
So yes, we got to see footage of the DLC in action, and what a good DLC is. But actually, you know what I really enjoyed seeing at the event? Paper Mario Color Splash. There are a lot of reserves about the game, but the game actually looks good. And just like that Mario game looks good, Mario Party Star Rush is actually looking pretty good as well. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Mario Party games, I can admit that, and I don't know anyone who actually has a 3DS and would play that, so obviously I'm not going to be rushing out to buy that game anytime soon, because it doesn't make sense, for me to do that when...
Yeah.
But the games do look good, and you can actually see them selling well. But also, we got to see at the event was of obviously there was the Pokemon Turtonator. He was shown off.
Turtonator, I'll be back. In Pokemon.
Not exactly the best looking turtle I've ever seen, but yeah.
There is only one best looking turtle in Pokemon, and it's Blastoise. Come on, the dude has got 2 freaking cannons on his back.
Nope. You know who the best one is? Squirtle with the sunglasses. I'm sorry, he's always going to be the best one.
Let us agree to disagree. Move on.
No, yeah, there's actually a lot of good games, both playable, indie games and actual Nintendo games playable at the event, and it was really good to see that. And the general consensus of those playing it was actually interest. And obviously, big Zelda news of the event was Zelda is the best of Gamescom. So yay Zelda! You got E3 best and you got Gamescom best. You're picking up the awards now. Just show us more.
Let
us see more.
Come to us! We have been waiting for freaking years! Sorry, that was crazy.
Gamescom was really good this year, because we got to see a lot more about the indie games, like Steamworld Heist, that does look good. We got to hear from Imogen Forms speaking out on during actual interviews of interviewers and journalists at the event, actually talking to the company about the game, and we did get to learn a little bit more the collection that's coming out, which has no release date yet, but it's end of September, early October release, and €25.
Okay.
That's what it's. But no, so we did actually get to learn a lot about that, and a lot about that, so I had to put it in an article. So if you want to see that, go to my Nintendo 64 and look up Steamworld Everything, because there's a lot of content, and there's footage of an interview and a video they put out, which just has it all condensed. So if you really want to look at your Steamworld stuff, just go there. There's too much to actually talk about. This video is going to be long enough before I say another word on Steamworld, so let's move on. It was actually a good event. People were enjoying themselves. They had Pokemon, they had a bit of Zelda, they had Mario. So it's definitely a strong Nintendo show. Nothing like we had at E3. Obviously, there is nothing ever going to be anything that rivals what happened at E3.
Let's face it. I mean, E3 was spectacular with its booth. Now that booth will is just amazing. And if they could put that in a lorry and just tour all the way around the country, and people be able to play demos inside the booth with the moblin, and the Link and the Octopus. If they could throw that all in. Sorry, that Octopus. If they could just put it in the Guardian. Sorry, the spiritual successor. The spiritual successor of the Octorok, the Guardian. If they could just put them all into a lorry, and like they did with the Super Mario Maker, and just went on a tour so that people could demo the game, that would be pretty awesome. And I would love to see that in Europe as well. So Nintendo, if you're listening, this is a great idea for you to help continue the publicity. Get that big freaking lorry that you had for last year with Super Mario Maker, and let's play some Zelda. Get out! Come on now, Zelda!
No. Keep pitching ideas to Nintendo anymore. They're clearly trying to steal our ones as it is. We can't give them any more. It's sounding more and more like the NX is pretty much a handheld that you can connect to your TV, which is what I think I've actually said in one of these videos before. The perfect handheld or console game. We said compare to handheld and plug into your TV, just boom, just play away. It seems that they were listening to that a few times. They've seen it. No more giving out Nintendo ideas.
It seems somebody's watching these videos. You can see Bill Trennan late at night, just watching various YouTube videos and go, hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Gets me and Mona on the phone. Yeah, the Mona.
Bill? Oh, it's Reggie. You know about him. He has a nice whole addiction to scouring, unestablished or newer Nintendo news sites to see what's going around. I don't know. My body is ready.
So anyway, the Gamescom 2016 was a Wundershow.
It was actually pretty good. There was, like I said, there was decent news coming out of it. People who actually went there were happy, and the press who went there got Zelda pillows and Zelda notebooks, and I'm not happy about that. Considering I told you should have gone there this year. I told you.
Dude, you know about my work commitments. I would love to have sent you there. I would love to have gone myself. But funding is just something we are trying to raise at the moment. But hey, hopefully we can get to the Barcelona Games World Convention, and we'll see what Spain has to offer. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. You know what the Catalonians are like. They don't like to have any kind of connection with Spain.
Yep. No, you say that money. The press who went to the event, they get Zelda pillows. They're selling those. Some people sell those are like $400 on eBay and that. You probably could have sold yours for like $800. There you can pay the event.
That is not on. We do not have the audacity to get these things, these commemorative things, for free at these releases because you're press, and then sell them on eBay. Are you insane?
I just wanted to wide you up.
It's like the Zelda coin. Now that means so much more because you actually went there. The sentimental value has been tarnished and destroyed because you thought, hey, I can sell that for $1 million on eBay. No. Sorry. A lot
of people who went to the event, they got more money selling that token than actually going to the event. So it actually paid off like a business trip because they actually went there and got paid for going there and paid for coming back. So, when you look at it that way, it is sort of clever. It is wrong. It is shameful, yes. But it paid for the trip. It enabled them to pay the demo, which is worth more than anything. And it got them home and they had some extra money in their pocket.
Yeah, but I'm just going to say this because, with the Rio Olympics, right, that's now just ended, okay? And all those athletes, Mario, at the closing ceremony, and then we'll talk about another one, and all those athletes that have tried hard to get that gold medal, to get that silver medal, and the bronze medal. And they're going to take that home, and it's like, yes, I have achieved something. Well, I want to say something to you guys and girls that went to the E3, and had the opportunity to get the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, the Olympians, they can get medals every 4 freaking years. That is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get the Legend of Zelda medal that you've just away.
Now that you mentioned the Olympics, I could just imagine Michael Phelps with all his 22 gold, does it now? He walks into a room, he poses just, another 3 gold medals at the Olympics, throws them on a pile over. And the next to it is a pile of all the Zelda coins.
He's purchased. I see Michael Phelps like in Scrooge McDuck, where he dives into the pool of gold medals. Whereas in Scrooge McDuck, he dives into his vast wealth. Michael Phelps just dives into his vast wealth of gold medals.
I can just see here, next to it, one side is a pile of the medals, next to it is a pile of the Zelda coins he's got from eBay.
Just purchased. Okay, so is that to wrap up now, because same as always, we've waffled on.
Okay, to wrap up. I think I waffled on today as well, but yeah, to sum up, Gamescom was awesome this year. You know, we saw a lot of great forthcoming games. We saw DLC. You know, it's also games that were already out, like Fast Racing Neo. It's made us want to play it again, so that is always a good thing. Zelda came out on top again, another good thing. So, you know, it was a good showing for Nintendo and the Nindies. So as far as Gamescom go, it was a success, and it'd be interesting to see what Nintendo do at PAX. And of course, the Tokyo Game Show in September, because we want that NX reveal.
We need it. We need it. We need to know when the NX is coming out, so that us who are unfortunate to be working class and have to actually earn our money to be able to purchase these lovely, lovely consoles that come out. I mean, some of us don't have the privilege of being born into a wealthy family where, you know, they just throw games consoles at us every single year so you can play with your manservants. Sorry, now I'm insulting rich people. I am sorry, I don't mean to insult anybody today, guys. I'm just in a very, very weird mood at the moment. I don't know what it is. You guys are cool, okay? You guys are cool. You give us Made in Chelsea.
I get the feeling these episodes will just be like the outtakes, we just put it somewhere just like... But also, here's the good thing about if Nintendo reveal the NX then, it will never actually happen. But you never know, the NX could then be at the Barcelona World Games, because you know, Nintendo now have this new production office in Catalonia, which is where like the NX is going to be distributed for the hardware and software. So this is going to be the go-to place in Spain. So why not, for the Barcelona Games, provided the NX has been unveiled, Breath of the Wild NX demo.
And on that bombshell, I think we should end this show. So thank you very, very much, guys and girls, for watching this video. And until next time, that's enough from me.
And I'm going to shut up now.
Keep on gaming.